Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Okay, can you get that light on for me right there? My lighting is not the best, but we're gonna make it work. I'm in the kitchen. It is 6 o'clock and it is Saturday, February the 9th. Is it the 10th? It's the 10th. Sorry y'all, the 10th. Jackson is still very unwell, so that means mom is in the kitchen. And we're going to do a concoction today. Not sure how it's going to work out, but I'm praying that in Jesus' name all will be well. Sister's going to work on some dishes. I have a ham out for tomorrow, but I'm going to make a little concoctionary, and y'all just going to have to go along for the ride. Let me put you guys up on a tripod, and we're going to see how this all works out in Jesus' name. Okay, so I'm going to make like a makeshift kind of a chili situation. I'm just going to try to put this together and see how it works. So I've got some chili beans, I've got some navy beans, and I've got some black beans. I'm going to get these all tops rinsed off. I also have a can of hot dog chili, and I'm going to open up several cans of, well, I'll open up maybe a can or two of our diced tomatoes that we canned this summer. I've got a little bit of rice. I'm only going to use a little bit of this rice. I'm not going to use a lot, just to kind of give it a little bit of a bulk. And I'm going to get that into this Instant Pot. I'm going to put it on the soup setting. Jackson really needs something a little soft for his stomach. He don't need a lot of heaviness. So I'm going to try to get that done for him. For sister and I. For sister and I as well, we need to eat. Jackson's taking out some trash. Yes, he still has to do chores when he doesn't feel well. Only because I'm trying to get him moving. I don't need him to stay in one place at one time for his chest to settle down. For him to just kind of get, he needs to move that. He's still coughing some, so he needs to move and have that. We're trying to break up that mucus like I'm trying. This is like chest PT, so I need to have that mucus break up for him. He is on an antibiotic. He's got some ear redness, which is coming from the nose, so all of this is connected. He's on prednisone for his chest. It's been about almost 5 days, and he just sneezed. Must be. Did you sneeze? Yes, he sneezed. So some dry nose because of the constant sneezing, sore throat because of the constant coughing, but no COVID. We did a COVID test. He does not have any of that. I think he had the flu. Is what I think. It was the flu. He still looks very sick by the eyes, but he did make it in the kitchen today and made something for himself, but his energy is kind of up and down. So I'm going to get this in the Instant Pot and see how we cook in here, because I want to make sure to get him at least one decent meal in. So let me rinse these. So I'm going to start with the beans. I am going to just put all the liquid from the beans in here, and I'm actually going to put more liquid in as well. Probably should have drained the black beans, but it's all good. It's all going to meld together anyway. So again, sister's working on dishes, so don't judge us. Typically, dishes are Jackson's job, but he did get them out. And since he didn't get them out, sister's having to get them out. So that's what she's working on right now. And I'm just on the side trying to get this in because he needs to eat something. We went to the doctor on Friday. He has lost some weight, but he is unable to really. So I'm hoping that this can of chili will give it kind of some flavoring. And of course I'm using chili beans as well. We don't have any meat thawed out that I'm aware of. Do we have any meat in there? What kind of chicken do we have? Okay, can I have some of it? Sister said we have some chicken breast, so I'll take some of that. But I'm just gonna take this chili. Okay, I'm from the country. My grandmother just made stuff up. And so, now my grandmother used to make a goulash that was amazing, but I've never been able to recreate it. So I stay in my lane, but I am a little creative in what I'm trying to do. Is it all chopped up?
It's not. You want to chop it up?
Just run a knife through it. I'll run a knife through it real fast. Let me just toss this in the trash. It doesn't matter. Green one. Brother, what was the last time you had a treatment? 3. Let's try about another half hour. And then let's repeat it. No, ma'am, Brenda. I've just got some chicken breasts in a bag. This is what was left over from a rotisserie chicken. And so I'm just going to rough chop through it. Did you take Mama out? Hey, lest anybody think I'm running a... Now, I won't let Jackson rest. Jackson's been resting all day. But I do need him to stir around a little. My grandmother would not let us just lay around. We had to stir ourselves. He's going to go grab a quick shower soon. Typically, towards the nighttime, you don't feel good. And I just cut it up in the bag. That way I didn't have to waste, I didn't have to bring out the food processor. That works out very good. I'm gonna give that a quick stir. I'm gonna season this with a little bit of seasoning, because while the chili beans are seasoned and the chili is seasoned, I still need to put a little bit more seasoning in. I'm gonna put just a little bit of rice, add some seasonings, and that's gonna be that. I'm gonna put in all the seasonings. This is garlic powder. This is chili powder, which I need to replace. This is onion flakes, chopped onions that I am trying to use up. This is onion powder. I'm gonna dump in some cumin, not measuring anything. I just kind of go by what it smells like. Sister, will you get me some tomatoes and then some salt? And then I'm just gonna give it a stir. Let those spices meld in. Want to make sure that I have enough liquid in here.
Mary, you have salt?
I added salt. Huh?
You said tomatoes and salt.
No. Diced tomatoes. Next year I'm gonna do a little better with dicing my tomatoes. I'm gonna try. Thought I did okay this year, but I didn't pack them in quite packed enough. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more water to that, because I want to make sure we have enough water. Okay. All right, sister's gonna finish up these dishes. I'm gonna clean here up all of my spices. I'm gonna put this on the soup setting for about 20 minutes. Alrighty, you guys, so here I am getting these potatoes peeled. I actually just muted the rest of the video because Jackson's machine is going on in the background and it can be a little bit loud, and so I didn't want that to be going in the background. I do want to let you all know that Jackson is still not well, but we are on our way to wellness. We'll take it as best we can. I'm gonna use my steamer, my food steamer. And I'm now gonna just load up these veggies on this steamer. I actually should have just put it on the steamer rack instead of the tray because it took the sweet potatoes longer than the broccoli. They didn't cook at the same time, which they did get cooked and the dogs ate them, so it was perfectly fine. But I will next time just use the tray instead of, use the silver tray instead of the plate. I didn't need the dish for that. Pat your chest, bud. Here's the chili, how it turned out. The rice is very done. It kind of looks like buckwheat or bulgur to me. Kind of just to thicken it up a little bit. We probably could add a little more liquid if we needed to. I was gonna add some butter in, but I forgot. We actually ended up getting the burn signal about right before it went into cook mode. So I just cut it off because it was boiling and let it sit with the top on it, and it still cooked the rice. So I'm gonna call this done for now and let Jackson eat a little something so that he can get something in his system. Okay, so in my bowl I have a little bit of chili, a little bit of cream cheese, slice of cheese because we don't have any shredded cheese, a few crackers, and then some of these crispy red peppers, and then this garlic pepper onions, crispy onions. That's what I have in my bowl for dinner. So there it is, you guys. Just a quick little recipe of using some of the things that we have. So we used from our pantry 3 cans of beans, 1 can of hot dog chili, a thing of diced tomatoes that we canned ourselves, and some rice that we had in the garage. So there it is, all the things, and we're gonna eat. Hopefully Jackson's gonna get to feeling better because sometimes it's rough before it gets better. Will we say it's rougher right now? It's rougher right now. It's a little rough compared to, but he's on day 2 of medication, so prayerfully he's on a pretty big steroid and the antibiotics. So prayerfully he will get feeling better very soon. If I can get his body to rest, but when he takes albuterol, which is in his machine, it keeps his body moving, and so he can't rest because he's like this. He's got the things happening, even though he doesn't look like that, but that albuterol gets you going. So while he needs to rest, his body is not at rest. So we're just gonna pray over him that the Lord would touch his body and dry up that sickness at the root, and that it will go out of this house in Jesus' name. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye now.